Please stand for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, good evening, in fact, and welcome. Deputy Chief of Mission, Megan Kelly. We have Ministry of Sports and Community Development, their staff, parents, specially invited guests. On behalf of the Executive Director, staff, participants of GirlBeHeard New York City and GirlBeHeard Trinidad and Tobago, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to Staging the Revolution 2022, Voices of the Voiceless. It has been an awesome journey since 2017 when we had our first GBHTT show right here in Central Bank Auditorium. And today's program is our second in-person program since the COVID pandemic. Thank you. At GirlBeHeard, we build leaders, change makers, activists. We do this through developing, amplifying, and celebrating the voices of girls, young women, and gender non-conforming youth through socially conscious theater-making, storytelling, and performance. Our philosophy, so if a girl can change her own life, she can change lives of girls everywhere. We envision a world in which every young person is valued and encouraged to be a leader and a change maker. This cohort, as with other cohorts, has been filled with enthusiasm. They saw the need for change and to become better versions of themselves. The process of becoming everything you are capable of being, the best version of yourself, revolves around identifying the specifics of who you are and what you're wired for, in order to harness innate abilities to reach our full potential. It is about purpose and fulfillment, which are pillars of socioeconomic sustainability and survival. At GirlBeHeard, our participants are encouraged to speak their truth and open up dialogue about social justice issues, not only affecting them personally, but also their communities and, by extension, the world. It encouraged them to become empowered and confident. Voices of the Voiceless was selected as this year's theme because the participants felt that their voices are not being heard. Their voices are stifled. Their opinions don't matter. They are told how they should feel, act, and think. They are here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, to demand your attention and to ask you to support and appreciate their differences. So, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to join us on this journey as we continue to grow and evolve. At this time, I would like to ask our supporter, our partners, U.S. Embassy, we thank them so much for what they have done. So at this point, we'd like to ask Deputy Chief of Mission, Megan Kelly, to come and make a brief statement.
Thank you, Akai Webster, and colleagues from the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, to guests, to children, to parents, to supporters. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight, and I truly mean that. I am a longtime diplomat for the U.S. government, and we, of course, we are strong supporters of female empowerment. We're strong supporters of giving voices to those populations who may be vulnerable, or who, I love the title of tonight, The Voices of the Voiceless, in helping support voices of people from a host of marginalized communities, from women and girls to migrants to refugees to LGBTQI plus community. But perhaps I'm the most excited to be here tonight, Ms. Webster, because in addition to being a representative of my government, I'm also I'm a mom of 4 children, three being young women, young girls, and one amazing young son as well. And I brought my oldest daughter with me because I wanted her to come and see the strength of these women, to see young women telling their stories, or as you said, speaking their truth, because I completely agree that when you give one young woman a voice, she will share that and she will help others find their voices as well. I couldn't agree more. And so here, I normally don't go out too much in the evenings because I normally try to go home and watch my own children. But I truly wanted to be here. And I'm also so excited to be here with colleagues from the Ministry of Sport, because when I was a child, I found my voice actually by playing athletics. And I think it just goes to show that, be it the performing arts, be it women who've got a craft with word or with music or through sport, that women can grow, women can work hard, women can fall down and learn that there are other women there to help them get up. And all of these, and I just thank you so much for what you do by building up and by empowering women and young girls. And so just again, so excited to be here with you tonight. And thank you, Gail, from our embassy as well, for her support of this program. And just to leave, I also come from, my grandmother was a wee woman, a very small woman, who was a cotton picker all her life in the rural America. And she'd always say, "Child, just keep on keeping on and keep your head up." And so I'm excited to see women, young girls tonight who are doing just that. And again, thank you for allowing us, the U.S. government, to participate with you in what is really just truly inspiring work. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Megan, for that. It will be remiss of me not to mention Gail Siberan, who has been here for us from the inception. Gail has been at the U.S. Embassy and working with us and helping, giving the support that we need. So thank you so much, Gail, and thank you for being here. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to focus your attention on our screen, where we have our Chief Director of GirlBeHeard in New York City, and she will be bringing her greetings via video.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trinidad Kaitana, and I am the Executive Director of GirlBeHeard. I am sitting here in New York, and I so wish I could be there with you live and in person. These last few years have been so challenging and difficult for us all, and it is wonderful to see you here. This program simply would not be possible without the support of our funders, Oak Foundation, who have sponsored this program for many years, but also incredibly the support of the United States Embassy of Trinidad and Tobago. The team there is so fantastic and has been so supportive of the work that we're doing in this community. I also wanted to take a minute to thank Akai Webster, a woman who continues to inspire us all. Akai has led this program since its inception through many twists and turns, and I'm glad to have her here, seeing the program grow from strength to strength. Thank you to Akai, and thank you to her incredible team. And of course, I wanted to thank you, our participants. We're here because of you. We're inspired by you. In closing, I want to speak to you all and say, stand tall, speak out, and be heard. You have so much to say, and the world needs to hear it. Please enjoy staging the revolution.
So it's about that time when we got the show on the road. So we have two teaching artists who usually host our shows. One is here, and the other, Ariel John. She just became a mother of a brand new baby girl, so we send congratulations to her. So Veronique Francois, our teaching artist, our talented author, director, poet, business owner. So we want to welcome Veronique Francois to the stage. She's our host for tonight. Veronique?
Good evening, everyone. What should I Yeah, good evening, everyone. I am Verity. That's my government name, but some people might know me as Nix Francois. And I am one of the teaching artists for GirlBeHeard, Trinidad and Tobago. And let me just give you a little rundown of how our program operates. We have what we call a cohort, and it usually runs from anywhere from 6 to 9 months. And we have amazingly talented young people that come through our ranks. They are poets, they are activists, they are songwriters, and just a glimpse of that you will see tonight. We were established all the way back in 2016. At the point in time, we were under Two Cents Movement. Now we are under B Entertainment, which is the parent company for GirlBeHeard Trinidad and Tobago here. So I suggest that you sit back, you relax, but you listen to what these young people have to say, because they have a lot to say. And we are so happy that you took the time and you're spending this evening with us. First, before you see the current cohort, 2022 cohort, we will give you a little bit of a glimpse of what our alumni from GirlBeHeard has to offer. So I'd like to invite to the stage Shania Wills and Deborah Daniel.
Society's rules. We break the rules 'cause we are the ones. We're gonna change the journey, empower all our girls, standing strong together. We'll find a way where there seems to be no way. Troubles, they will come and go. We're here to let you know society's standards, society's rules. We break the rules cause we are the ones. We define what beauty is. No one can tell us we are wrong.
If I had one wish, I would like a superpower. If I had another, I would wish for a voice. Give me a wish, and the world will be a better place. Give me a chance to change the minds of others. Because nowadays, youths are voiceless in so many ways, and the older generation thinks that everyone is the same.
So, superpowers. We all want it. Some may say they want the ability to soar through the clouds effortlessly, lightweight and easy, careless and carefree. Others may say they want the ability to disappear before one's eyes. To pull a few pranks and eavesdrop. Or some may say they'd want extrasensory perception. Who doesn't want the ability to hear someone's deepest, darkest thoughts of you? But I would like to make wishes come true. Sandman, but a little more. A genie, perhaps, but I'd like my wishes to exceed merely 3. But if I were to follow the 3-wish restriction, 1, I'd want to give people an actual place of comfort, a safe haven and a place of retreat where constant turmoil doesn't seem to follow in their wake, where tranquility ensues, especially on their worst days. 2, I'd want to give people back their childhood. Tell them to desperately grasp onto it to dear life, treat it as though it'll run out at any given second. Maybe even enjoy the naivety and innocence of it too. 3, I would want to grant people a whole new world, a world where it feels like they don't have to get down on the rugged ground, bruised knees, tears scorching their face as it rushes down their cheeks, praying to an omnipotent being to make them different, to be accepted, to be treated like a person. Like everyone else, I'd like a superpower. But I must admit that it's a difficult task thinking of all the happy possibilities that won't come into fruition because I can't carve wishes nor dreams into a reality.
Is it all worth it? Be his perfect wife, complete his perfect life. It sounds perfect, right? But you hate it. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid to shine. Don't know your own mind. This could be a whole new world, a better place for you and me. We can make it, we can change it if we just believe. Don't you see? We have the ability to shift our reality. If we stand in solidarity, don't you see? All it takes is one dream. All it takes is one leap to break Can you see it? Oh, hold me, you're ever present. You've gained your independence. Now you're thriving in its essence. So keep rising above all of the chaos. You're here and you're a girl, boys, yeah. This is the whole new world, a different place where you can be. You have made it, yeah, you changed it because you believed. Don't you see? We have the ability to shift our reality if we stand in solidarity. Don't you see? All it takes is one dream. All it takes is one leap to break all these boundaries if we just believe. This could be a whole new world, a better place for you and me. We can make it, we can change it if we just believe. Don't you see? We have the ability to shift our reality if we stand in solidarity. Don't you see? All it takes is one dream. All it takes is one leap to break all these boundaries if we just believe. If we just believe. If we just believe. Domestic violence is a very serious issue, isn't it? But what is it? To my knowledge, is when a person controls, threatens, and degrades someone else. Now, why would any human being do something so cruel? And what can we do to prevent such inappropriate behavior? And when I mean by we, I mean we as the people have the power to change violence in our community. This must change because me, at 13 years, wants to educate this generation and the generation to come by empowering young advocates like myself on domestic violence. Even though there are also special seminars, laws put in place to work towards ending violence in our community, it is going to take every one of us to fight to end domestic violence. But do you really know why we should speak against violence? Because regardless of age, social background, gender, religion, or entities, it should not be acceptable or tolerated whether the victim is male or female. All human beings have the right to be free from bodily harm. Living in fear is not living at all. We need to stand up against persecutions and fight for the freedom of others and the freedom of We need to stand up against persecutions and fight for our freedom and the freedom of others. This unjust treatment needs to be protested.
If I had a superpower, it would be the power of understandings. Because I can't understand why you can't understand that we both have different understandings. Look at that wall. I understand that it's white.
And I understand that it's green.
I cannot understand why this wall has to separate us, divide us. What is us? Us is two or more. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Is that not how it is? Is that not what we know?
Really? I don't think so. How about this? 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0. 2 plus 3 is 0. Sounds impossible,
Possible,
right?
right? Well,
But that is how we treat understandings.
How can history,
Books.
words,
Two minds, two understandings result in nothing except
I am right?
no, I am right.
No, I am right.
No, I am right. I am right and you are wrong. Therefore, that makes me strong as King Kong and...
Why?
Excuse you?
What makes you right and what makes me wrong? How does rightness make one strong?
Child, don't force my hand.
What? I simply do not understand.
All right, okay. We'll do this the easy way. Have you heard of them and they?
Who?
I don't know, but my understanding is right, okay?
Okay, but where do understandings come from anyway?
Like I said, them and they. They made the world the way it is today. And we can't hate them and they. They just say words and repeat what they say.
So they make the understandings?
Exactly. They make the truths, falses, and fallacies. They take control, they run our economies. They make the understandings. Understanding is knowledge, and knowledge is power, which supports the foundation of their ivory towers.
But does blame not fall on you and me? They don't write the rules. We just let them be. And what is let be is greater than me. I still do not understand. If understandings fall from a tower, then why do they contrast each other?
Because we choose what to believe.
Power pie. What a free but rare delicacy. Once you've had a taste, you'd lick all 10 fingers, not letting even a crumb go to waste. It's addictive. Your subconscious craves and craves and craves. You become gluttonous. No matter. I wish I could afford it. Even just a slice. I'd pay whatever the price just to have a few bites. With one bite, I would crawl inside the minds of others, control and conform their decisions to please me, make them make decisions I deem fit, fashion this world to the way I want it to be. Ask me any day. I'd never choose humans over the trees. With another, I'd command the authorities to be patient and wait in the traffic lines, the kings and queens to return and compensate for all the things they mined, stole, and claimed it was apparently mine. I'd give power to the oppressed. With a third, I'd give the woman a strength to pound upon her chest. I'd see to it that the wicked gets zero rest. I'd convince the rich to give to the poor. And when the poor became rich, to return the riches they gained, and so let that process run its course until they realize the errors of their ways. Finally, indoctrinating would be my game, a remedy to erase all atrocities acted upon my name. Power is what I deem it to be. When I want to feel at liberty, that's what I'd be. Listen to me. Power equals money. When injustice is dealt, it evens out the scores, no questions asked. But I found the secret recipe. So jot this down fast. For the filling, 2 cups of confidence, 2 leaves of whatever I say you believe, 2 teaspoons of I'm never wrong essence, and a shake of change the world for the better or maybe the worst. In a gets away with anything bowl, mix until you get your power batter. Cover over with a piece of plastic wrap and place in the fridge to chill. Now for the crust, crush 2 packs of having a heart towards humanity and melt 1 ounce of ambitions, unsalted. In a pie dish, press the mixture for your crust and then pour your chilled power batter in an oven that is heated to ignorance and entitlement and beyond. Bake until firm. When you've considered how you can use and abuse your impending fire, then can you have a slice of power pie?
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're a lot too young to understand.
When I was younger, I used to.
When I was younger, we never had that.
Or you're too happy.
I could have never talked to my parents so.
Or too privileged.
All you have it easy.
You're too ungrateful.
Back in my days.
My name is Zafi Alexander.
Ariel. It's Asia, Altius, Tamra, Shoshana Scanterbury,
It's Angelina.
Destiny Archibald.
Hi.
It's Alyssa Jackson. I'm a part of the GirlBeHeard TT program 2022.
I think programs like GirlBeHeard are important because it encourages people to step out of their shell, to maybe express themselves in different creative ways.
GirlBeHeard has given me the opportunity to sing on stage and complete my dream, or start it, and it's been wonderful being with the girls.
One thing I like about the program is that they give you an opportunity to be creative. My most cherished memory in the program was the first time we were presenting our pieces together because we were laughing, couldn't keep serious.
My favorite memory from GirlBeHeard is the night of the show when we were all backstage and one by one we went outside and every single person, well not every single person, they came in so shocked and surprised and some of y'all crying. That is my favorite memory. And what is your most cherished memory from GirlBeHeard?
From the whole experience, mine will have to be when we first met each other and we did the exercise, wanted to know each other, like the most weird thing we experienced, our favorite thing.
Yeah. The introduction?
Yes, it was very nice. I still remember some of the answers.
My most cherished memory probably was when we was in the backstage and we was dancing and talking and telling how nervous we was.
I would encourage others to join programs like GBH because it's a fun experience and it helps you learn more about yourself.
If it wasn't for GirlBeHeard, I most likely, let's be honest, I would never have met you. So yeah, GirlBeHeard has helped a lot in the friend-making business, and it's something I would like to hold on to and something I really appreciate from the program.
I would encourage people to join programs like GirlBeHeard because it's a fun experience. I mean, besides you stepping out of your shell, you can meet likely-minded individuals that can help motivate you.
What you would say to somebody who wants to join GirlBeHeard?
I would say, go for it. It's a wonderful experience. And you know, you get to be around people, creative people, which can inspire you and make you want to create as well. And you get to be on a stage and perform and It really builds your confidence. I would recommend it. I don't know what you say to anybody who wanted to join Girls Beard.
It's a good experience to meet new people, learn new learn new perspectives, and also to build up enough confidence to share your own perspective on something.
One thing I learned about myself during this program was that I could be creative and use that to express myself more.
GirlBeHeard has helped me to establish myself in the poetry writing community. I never used to really write before, and GirlBeHeard kind of gave me that opportunity to find myself.
One thing I learned about myself throughout the program is that I have a voice.
I think this program should be continued in Trinidad and Tobago because more young people will get the opportunities to have their voices heard.
Ending oppression would mean me being taken seriously despite my age. Since when does voicing a different opinion to an adult makes you rude or like opposition? Can't I have beliefs as well? I was not brought up into the same generation or with the same parents, and yet I can't be different. Why is that? Do I always have to go along with each word they say? And if I don't, what happens? What happens when I cross that imaginary line they see so clearly from their eyes? Do they belittle or break me down? Is it respect or fear that they crave for? Do they know with the path that they're going down, they will gain neither? These are the people who are supposed to help us become the future of our nations, the ones who are there to encourage and advise. But why should I take an opinion from someone who doesn't even consider my own, who shuts me down at every chance that they get? I have a voice, but it's not heard because they stand higher than me. I'm like an ant who's constantly being crushed on compared to them. But what do I know? I'm still a child who has zero life experience and has no idea what I'm talking about. Well, that's what they say, and that's what they think. I wake up every morning and go to school, a place where I'm there to learn for 8 hours straight. Shouldn't I at least have an understanding of what I'm talking about? Or is this their way of trying to have power over me? Sorry, but I refuse to become the robot they've been trying to build. I refuse to change my opinion on something because it pleases them. If I have to walk through life without the guidance of these so-called adults, so be it. I'll manage. I'll make mistakes, but I'll learn. I'll become the adult the younger generation needs and deserves. Thank you.
I wish I had the power to change reality, a power that would be strangely odd to see where I, with one thought, could change the past, what used to be, or give people the power the same as me, where I could save my ancestors from fatal tragedy, or I could punish the bad and make them feel misery, or I could take away the need for money so everybody could share things equally. But what if they find out about my superpower? Will they be scared and try to hurt me, or will they change the way they approach me? No, that would never happen. Why? Because by the time they realize, I'll wipe their memory. I'll make it so they'll only have to follow me, and I'll guide them from things I don't want them to see. They'll be blinded by the things that make them humanity. Because you know the saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Thank you.
I feel like a fish, like a scaly fish in a deep blue sea that finds it hard to find others like me. I sound friendless. It's okay, I'm cool. I just feel like a fish without a school. So like a fool, I swim up, and what do I see? Aliens that can't seem to understand me in whales made of metal and electricity. I've tried speaking to them, but it's like they can't hear me. I go blub, 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 yet they stare at me blankly. but I'll never stop. I can't stop swimming up, saying blub, blub, blub. This has to stop. Oh, how turtles must feel, so sure they'll one day see grandchildren, while at the same time cursing their own burden they want us to bear. They blame this fate, this burdenous fate, a weight they must carry all on their own. But who better to carry it? This fate is their history. That fate is their home. Okay, where did turtles end up in this? Because while turtles have problems, turtles eat fish. And I don't feel like a turtle. I feel like a fish. I feel like a fish because my eyes won't close. I wish I could turn a blind eye to my woes, or at least cover them from the things I don't want to see. But all I have are pretty fins, and they can't protect me. But what is it that I see? My brothers and sisters dying mercilessly, whether it be by drowning in a metal whale's black pea or being dragged up above to drown outside the sea by those cold-hearted beings. I can only imagine their thoughts as they drowned or as they were gobbled up. I don't know why this is happening, but this has to stop. Sometimes I wish I felt like something else, something more colorful and free, but even colorful things get hurt. That's just the reality. You may think it funny, these feelings we feel, but at the end of the day, these feelings are real, very real. But I'm just a child, right? It's okay, laugh it off. I just know this has to stop. Thank you.
A new world is what we desire. A sweet and beautiful empire. No reason to judge, no reason to hate. But that seems almost impossible, doesn't it? A world where different races and cultures can live in harmony. Where everything you say is built on equality. A world with no war and less crime. Where people are free to be who they want to be. But that still seems like a dream. A fake reality. We're stuck here thinking we're better than everyone else, degrading others and hating ourselves. Stuck in a life that never seems fair, a life where no one seems to ever really care. Ending oppression would give us an opportunity to live a life with a little more safety. That is the world I'm trying to make, a world filled with something no one could hate, where love can be spread without any criticizing. A new world is what I'm envisioning.
There once was a girl suffering in silence, with no one to vent to, no shoulders to cry on. Her home life is in shambles and her mother always working. Her father was nowhere to be found, abandoned and broken. With no hope for the future, her anxiety mounting. Panic attacks at school only made things worse. Everyone laughed and thought she was attention seeking. Along came a bully to take advantage of the pain, calling her worthless and calling her names. She tried to tell her mother, but her cries were in vain. She tried to tell her teachers, but they wouldn't listen either. The bully kept on bullying, and her classmates kept on laughing. Her panic attacks became more frequent until one day, the silenced girl was silenced for good.
In 2021 into 2022, we had what we call a migrant cohort, where we took people who were refugees and migrants stationed in Trinidad and Tobago, and we had a GirlBeHeard cohort with them, right? One of the girls that you saw on the stage just now, Angelina, is from that cohort. And the video you're about to see is a Valentina who was also from that cohort. We have a big problem globally with people getting stranded from Venezuela, from Syria. And we at GirlBeHeard and Be Entertainment, we saw it fit to take these young people and to give them a little bit of encouragement and give them a little bit of a voice. So Valentina is no longer in Trinidad and Tobago, but she started the cohort with us, and we thought it best that she finished the cohort with us, even though she is no longer here in Trinidad. So please listen to Valentina as she shares her story.
Hi guys, it's me Valentina from GBHTT, Trinidad and Tobago. I moved from Trinidad to Brazil in like 3 months now. I'm really thankful to Brazil. I'm really thankful for you guys. I love you guys so much and I miss you guys so much. I wish you were here so we could do, I don't know, recordings and all that. But I guess I'm not, so the least I could do is do this video for you.
Okay, so first, we sent a lot of our stuff in like a boat first to Venezuela because we had a lot of stuff, so that lot of stuff we didn't want to get charged. And we went to my grandma's house, and then we spent like 2-3 weeks in Venezuela. I felt very happy. I feel like I needed a part of Trinidad somehow. Then we took a 22-hour bus. Yes, bus, 22-hour bus. Then we took a taxi. Well, 2 taxis because you won't believe this. Yes, we had like 11-12 suitcases. So we took 2 taxis, and then we was already in Brazil. And then we took so many pictures in Brazil border, and we did the papers like our ID, CPF, and all that. Then we took a taxi to Bobby's, and that was where the first plane was. We stayed in a hotel, and then we went in the airport, and we went in the airport like 2 in the afternoon, even though the plane was like 1 a.m. I feel sick in my ears, and the second plane too, which was in Brasilia to Sao Paulo, then from Sao Paulo to Chapeco, which is a city of Santa Catarina that is like the safest state of Brazil that we are currently in. Then our flight got delayed because of weather stuff. We stayed in a hotel that was 1 hour away from the airport, and it was super nice. Then we went in our plane. It was very dangerous, but we still made it. I got enrolled into a school, and we could get like free hospital service and all that. This is really safe. This is such a nice city, even though the whole travel was hard. It was hard leaving Trinidad, but still we made it. And yeah, that's a bit of like the story. And I would like to say that I'm really thankful with y'all for all the support, for always being there. I feel you all are like family, and thanks for making me feel at home. And I miss you guys so much. Wish to see you all again soon, one day. So that's it for today, and enjoy the GirlBeHeard show.
What is change? I have changed. You have changed. I have changed from lying, being scared, and being shy. I have changed. Growing up and learning, it's okay to cry. I have changed. Change is a challenge. Change is a fear. Change is change of mystery. Change is an influence, and you can influence change. If I must speak again, I should change the subject. but I don't know what to talk about. I just want to make the world a better place. I have many questions. Should I try or should I not? Should I leave the world how it is? This world is surrounded by voiceless people who want to make a difference, but filled with people of power who choose to destroy it. This world can be a better place where peace is everywhere, where you don't have to watch your backs or even ask yourself, would I live to see tomorrow? I'm just a girl with a voice that wants to be heard.
Ending oppression would mean that as a child and a female, I wouldn't have to worry about walking the roads at night. That I wouldn't have to worry about being catcalled or jeered at. That I can have the same opportunities as males without being discriminated because of my gender. Like, seriously, who came up with the idea that women aren't powerful and strong enough, and that we must have a man to provide for us? Females can be police officers, cricketers, carpenters, or even coaches. Our independence and determination is what makes us strong to do many things that we are told continuously that we can't or shouldn't do. Men are given more responsibilities, but women have capabilities too. Like, who came up with the idea that women aren't powerful and strong enough, and that we must have a man to provide for us? Men, it's time for men to stop believing they are better than women and work together with us to make humanity a better place.
My voice is my power, with it I will reign, and heals with that voice, so they will feel sane. Move through their hearts, fill it with glee, move through their minds with a sweet melody. I cannot fly, teleport, I can't control minds, but I can stand and stay and sing by your side. My song you believe in, believe you can fly, climb every mountain, reach higher heights, find strength for the battles and struggles ahead. Sing my song of encouragement, let it stay in your head. Ooh, 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 ooh. The power I wield is what I make it, so I use it for peace. There's no way I can fake it. It's a force inside, an agent of change for everyone. Make the world a better place in a million ways. My song will speak truth about my double-edged sword, the key to hold us together. With my song you believe it, believe you can fly, climb every mountain, reach higher heights, find strength for the battles and struggles ahead. Sing my song of encouragement, let it stay in your head. Ooh, 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 time and time again, fast forward and back again. We can do anything, we can do
song of encouragement, let it stay in your head. Ooh, ooh,
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Voices, GirlBeHeard Trinidad and Tobago cohort 2022. All right, can I get the lights up, please? All right, all right. Everybody enjoy themselves, yes? Yes. So what you witnessed there is the final showcase of GirlBeHeard Trinidad and Tobago cohort 2022, Staging the Revolution is what we call this final showcase. Those who were there at the previous showcase, the Unplugged, the Unplugged showcase. Mask Off, thank you very much. The Unplugged showcase, Mask Off, will know that they were brilliant then and they were brilliant now. Wouldn't you say so? Yes. Let's get a round of applause for all of the members of the cohort. At this point in time, what we like to do, our tradition here at GirlBeHeard, is that we like to have something called a talkback session, which is basically where you, the audience, gets an opportunity to ask the members of the cohort anything you want to ask them, specifically about the GirlBeHeard program, eh? Not like random questions and talk about the personal life, right? So that is what we are going to do. But before we do that, I would just like to say again how wonderful it was working. I know I can speak for myself and Ariel, who can make it today. But how wonderful it was really working with these young people. It is a passion of mine, Ms. Webster, Mr. Manswell, all of the members of B Entertainment, all of the teaching artists at GirlBeHeard and GirlBeHeard New York, to work with young people, to see them shine and to have their voices heard. And I think that we were able to accomplish that tonight. Wouldn't you say so? Yeah. Programs like GirlBeHeard, and hopefully we at B Entertainment would be able to do other programs similar to GirlBeHeard, possibly a boys program where we can have more young people be able to grow. We heard it in the video that, programs like this help young people grow as individuals. They are able to express themselves, and it helps with their academics as well. So that's what we hear about at B Entertainment, and that's what we encourage and like to do at GirlBeHeard with this program. Right, I think that's enough for me. That's enough for me talking. Right, so now we're going to open the floor to those who want to ask any question about the process, about the show, about how they're feeling right now. So who wants to start off?
Hi, good night, everybody. I'd just like to know if you're pleased with the program and the work you're putting.
Zahia?
You can repeat the question, please.
If you're pleased with the program, GirlBeHeard, and the work, the pieces you all did tonight, the work you're putting.
Of course we are pleased. Now answer the question. No? Okay, so why I am pleased? Because last about what, 5 to 6 months, I wasn't the girl I am today because they built me more confidence. I couldn't be holding this mic. But yeah, I am. The results is wonderful.
All right, lovely, lovely. Anybody else would like to answer that question about how they feel about their performance tonight?
I am very pleased with the GirlBeHeard program because it gave me the opportunity to sing on stage and meet a lot of beautiful people. And it gave me the confidence to sing in front of a big crowd, which I'm very proud of for myself.
All right, great, great. I see we have somebody over here wants to answer. Oh, okay, Kai? That's a long time, Kai. I don't put it on this spot.
I am very proud of. Yes, I'm very proud of my piece and how I performed. I love my piece. Okay, no, how I performed, I'm very proud of it because before I was making a lot of mistakes, and when I came, I was like, the whole thing was said. I'm very proud, very happy about it.
All right, great. Let's get another question here.
Hi, I just wanted to know, like, how do you all go about creating your pieces? Like, what's the process? Do you all sit in a circle and ponder? Is it over the week? Some do you all make it in a day? Or,
Okay,
look, somebody's very eager to answer on here.
Listen.
So we would get prompts to create our pieces. Like one of the prompts was, "This must change," and that inspired my song. So how we do it, yes, we do actually sit in a circle. So we do sit in a circle and we'll get that prompt and we'll get about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to just write whatever we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be complete, but we'll write whatever we have, we'll present it if we feel confident enough to. We'll present it, and if it's not finished, we get the entire week until the next session to present our updated piece, I guess. Yeah, that's how we create our pieces.
All right. Somebody else want to say something, or that was more or less your summary of that? Okay, go ahead. All right.
So, yeah, as Calissa said, we get a prompt, and we are responsible for whatever we write on the paper. Sometimes you write, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just draw a little circle, you know? And, yeah, you see, I'm not lying. You draw a circle sometimes. And then from that prompt piece, you expand onto it. And then sometimes, you know. So we are, I think, given like 2 prompts, like every time we go, before we decide on, okay, this is the prompt we are going with, we get like 2, 3 prompts. And then from what we write on those 3 prompts, we decide on 1 that we would perform. Sometimes, you know, you just write 1 because you didn't put in any energy to do the others. I don't know whose name that is, but sometimes you only write on 1 prompt because, you know, you just feel a little lazy. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And then you have to perfect it, and then, well, here we are. Yeah. So you see, when that 1 prompt, you don't have to do 3, 1, and then you perfect it. Yeah.
Someone else wants to? Hi. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. How I wrote my piece, I sat down after getting the prompt, listened to music, and then started writing. My whole piece was purely on 1 song that I was listening to. That's my motivation for that song.
All right. Nice. Anybody, what is the next question? Anybody have any more questions? Okay.
So first of all, I want to say congratulations to you ladies. It is not easy standing in front of an audience of probably 1/4 of the audience you're probably familiar with, and the rest complete strangers. I've been in the performing arts for over 15 years. I still forget lines. I still get nervous. I still wonder, was I good enough? And I want you all to smile at this moment and put your hand on your chest and say, yes, I did it, because I am all the way from South Trinidad, and I stayed up on this side to hear all of y'all, and it's very important. Now, my question is, I'm a secondary school theater arts teacher, and even though I teach theater, I am still struggling to help my girls with this whole idea that you all brought up of panic attacks. I'm tired of telling them, breathe and drink water. I need more. So I want to find out from you all, your age group, you seem to have a lot of panic attacks, and I think you are vocal with it, and some other times you are silent with it, but you all brought it to light. So I want to know what advice you have for me as a teacher to deal with my girls when they come up with panic attacks, which happen every day.
I'm so glad you said that with take deep breaths. I'm so tired of hearing, take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I did that. I'm still panicking. My palms are still drenched in sweat. Like, that didn't do anything. For me, I think the best thing is to find a distraction. It could be like interacting with people, or just, yeah, just find a good distraction. Usually putting something cool on your hand helps too, because it just distracts you. How about you? What works for you? Okay, that's nice.
Okay, so before the show, I forget my whole script. Wow! And what I did was find a distraction, right? And look at this piece one more time and stand up in front of the mirror, talk to myself. No, but okay. We did take TikToks. I did. But let me talk, please.
Well, let's just shut up, talk, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I did take TikToks. So what I tried to do was build confidence in myself in front of the mirror. And I learn it and I say it over. But then I realized, like, it's too short. And then I had a whole set of problems and listen to music, dance, play the fool, and I say, you know what? Yes, I'm ready for them. And I come on stage and here I am.
Just telling students take a deep breath is not
All
gonna.
right.
Yeah. Just don't tell your students take a deep breath. That is not gonna do anything. That's gonna make them panic more. That's what.
I'd say the best way to help them is stay near them, because it's you don't know how much it means to us when we are already in that state, when we have somebody that's close by, knowing that we have somebody there to, if anything happens when we're already in that state, to kind of comfort, relax us, all that type of stuff. And yeah. That's what I really want to say.
All right, great.
Hi. So, yeah, as Zafia said, telling us to breathe doesn't really do anything. As an asthmatic person, getting those asthma attacks and panic attacks, wow. Getting those attacks and people telling you, it's all right, just breathe, deep breath. That's not doing anything for me. My airways, the air is not flowing. It's not going anywhere. I physically cannot. You telling me to breathe is not doing anything for me. But finding your own coping mechanisms is very important. And some of them may not be aware of what they need to cope. Some people listen to music. Music is nothing for me. Music is me, right? So in a scenario like that, if I have headphones, put it up, all the way up, volume 100, and I'm blasting whatever music that gets me going. It could be rock music, could be R&B to calm me down, to slow down the vibe a little bit. Could be gospel, because when I hear gospel music, I just get pumped up. So it could be that some people need to scream. I remember a time last year, I was in this play, and right before we went on stage, I felt like I forgot all my lines, and I started panicking. And I moved myself from everybody. I felt like I needed to scream. I went up to the changing rooms. Nobody was in there, and I just screamed. And that got out a lot of my frustration. Another time, there was someone with me when I was preparing for a show, and I started feeling faint. That was actually last week. I started panicking and started feeling lightheaded, and I just grabbed onto this person. So, as Tamra said, having somebody with us is important, because you don't necessarily have to be physically touching the person or they saying anything to calm you, but their presence is enough. For me, I'm a touchy person. I will grab onto you. I grabbed onto her hand just before the show, and Angelina's hand. I was shaking, and I just grabbed onto them. So finding coping mechanisms, things that will help you calm down or let out whatever you need to let out is very important, and they should be made aware of that if they are not. Sometimes writing helps as well. If it's a show that they're preparing for and, they feel nervous about it from weeks, days before, they could write about it. That helps as well for some people. And yeah, that's all I have to say, really.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody else have any questions? I see a hand in the back there.
Hi, good night, everyone. Okay, so ladies, I know you all went through, a lot in terms of training and that kind of thing. And I just want to know, do you see yourselves now as leaders being able to lead in a particular position that you probably wouldn't have taught yourself being able to lead before?
I see myself being a true leader, influencer, and a good one too. But yes, I do see myself, but I don't know in which category as yet. But I do see people following my path here because I want to be someone they can look up to. Hush, you'll get it turned just now. You can help yourself after. Okay, so yes, I do see myself leading. Reason being because I don't want to be a follower, but still follow me, right? But at the end of the day, people need help and need someone to look up to. They need it. So, yeah, follow me. Huh?
I do not see myself as a leader, but I do see myself supporting others when they're having panic attacks or need help in their pieces or they need someone to tell them that they did good. I do see myself supporting them, but I don't see myself as a leader for them to be led by me or to follow me. Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Lovey. Hold on. Okay, so I do see myself being a leader. Because, okay, so I don't know. I like to help people, but I don't know, and it doesn't matter which way, as in, if it's schoolwork or it's just like problems you're having, you could just like sit and talk to me and I'll, kind of try to comfort you and stuff. So I just like helping people.
Great. Nice. All right, pass the mic.
No. Okay. Yes, wait. As a leader, okay, to be a leader is a lot of responsibility, a lot of work. I respect that. You don't just become a leader overnight. Some people are born to be leaders. And I don't think I've ever wanted to or like have the capacity to be like a true leader, to lead someone and not lead them in the drain. Yet, but however, if the leader is unable to tell the group what they need to know, I'm there. I could be the leader's words.
I like that. All right. You have somebody else, look, I seen a hand there, and then I seen, you have plenty of hands here. All right, look, there's one over there. And then one there, and then one there.
Hi, did you have any difficulties while being in GirlBeHeard?
Look, Tamara, I want to talk first.
The only difficulties I had was like remembering my pieces. Because at the time, I was also memorizing my English orals. So it was just confusing the words and stuff with me.
I can hear Alyssa, please.
Oh, look at that.
You don't want to come out, so what? But yes, because yes, very nervous. I dislike having to go up and saying, expressing how I feel to people, because I just have a feeling that they'll use it against me in the future, and I just hate having to open up. So putting your feelings into words and having to say it on stage is a big difficulty, because you're telling everybody how you're feeling. And I don't know most of yours, so I don't know if you could go out and spread it, but that don't really matter because you don't know me. But if you had to say it to people you know, it could be it's a big problem, but it's still a problem even if I don't know you. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, that person probably know me. She probably know my mother, and she's probably my auntie cousin. So you could probably use that against me, and I see you in our family, I'm like, yeah, she was on a stage talking about how she used to feel. That's a problem.
It was very difficult when I first started. I was awkward with all the girls, especially since it's in physical. So when I started, it was online, but then I did it again, and it was physical on a real stage in front of real people singing. Scary, yes. I have to use my voice and explain my feelings, just like how Elisa said, to people. Alyssa. I said Alyssa. What did I say?
Her accent, oh gosh, what are we talking about?
It's still awkward. Anyways, yeah, it was very awkward and difficult to talk in front of a lot of people. And yeah, that's it. Awkward.
All right.
Transport. That was difficult because I live all the way in Arima, and our sessions were in Port of Spain. Mind you, I do not know Port of Spain at all. And there were some days I had to walk to come. Luckily, I had Zara with me. But some difficulties, I would say, yeah, talking about your feelings definitely was kind of an issue for me at first, because we have this thing where we do a check-in to find out how our weeks are going so far, and actually telling people how I feel about my week was, that used to bring out a lot of me. Like every emotion that I would have bottled up, every hard situation I had in the week, yeah, I let that out there, but it took a little while for me to actually open up. And then being on stage is not really difficult for me personally, but sharing my original pieces, sharing my original piece was what was difficult, because I could come and I could talk to everybody here. That's fine. I could talk for hours, but sharing something of my own, that's something that I have never done before. So I'd say this was my first time doing it. Even my mother, she never knows when I write a song or do a composition, anything, because that's just something very dear to me. So it was a leap of faith I take to come on the stage here and actually perform my song.
Yeah, love that. All right. I think we had a question over here and then a question over there. So let's.
Hi, good night. What is one of the biggest takeaway for each one of you, and how would you encourage other females to join the GirlBeHeard program?
start on the end and just say, all right, they bring the mic, let Kai. Now bring it on, so you can go that way. I ain't hear Destiny yet. All right, go ahead.
My biggest takeaway is, I'm starting like a poem. My biggest takeaway from this program is the exercises. Oh, and the memorization. Yes, the exercises that I could take away from the poem is the exercises, because to say the poem and to practice, before we say it, we have to like do projection exercises. So like when you're there, you realize, oh, my projection is really bad, or my projection is really good, and you can work on it, you know? Yeah. Also the memorization, because I feel like if you're not able to memorize stuff, you know, like easily, like people learn differently. Coming here and being like, you have to memorize this, or else you'll go up on stage and look very, very dumb, is a great way to teach someone how to memorize stuff. Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Kai?
Not me. I always knew. Takeaway and, yeah, second part of the question. Oh, yes. How would I encourage them? How would I encourage them? By letting them see the show. It's awesome.
My biggest takeaway would be the confidence I gain doing it in front of y'all, in stage. Like, I don't like talking to people. That's in general. I barely have friends in school. So this was very important for me to just come out and speak my mind, because I don't get to do that a lot. And how would I encourage people? Well, like Kai said, let them see the show. Or let them see your pieces and stuff like, wow, you write real good. Like, yeah, you want to know how I wrote like that? Come to this place, you know? That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
My biggest takeaway is probably expressing myself, like giving my own opinion. And this group helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it. Encouraging girls to, come here is just letting them know that this is a safe place where you could speak your opinion and express yourself, and nobody go judge you, no matter what it is. Oh, yeah. Zafia will judge you.
All right.
My biggest takeaway was breathing exercises. I hate those. Yes. Huh? Why? No, because why you have to go at the end of the gate and say ha?
Are you still at that last question?
No, I still salty on it. Like, why are those so ha? No. No, because that is what pregnant ladies do in the hospital. I don't have to go ha. No. I still salty.
You could appreciate that it helped you on stage at least, oh gosh.
I still salty, but okay. But yeah, you'll learn from it, because it actually did help. And learning to laugh at yourself. Ha.
My biggest takeaway was seeing the progression of everyone here, like seeing the growth of them, seeing them come out of their shells slowly. Yeah? Yeah. However, that's what we meant by takeaway, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, okay, that's all. I would encourage other people to join it, because it forces you to come out of your shell, to express yourself, to be yourself, and just, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Whew. Everybody see everything? But, no.
I feel I need to split them up in shirts.
Okay.
And they always sit next to each other. It's crazy.
Okay. My biggest takeaway is Okay, wait, I think I should come back to me because I don't know what to say.
Okay. My biggest takeaway would be writing my own songs. I used to be so scared and didn't want to write one line at all because I was never brave in writing poems, stories, anything involving English. And I was never brave enough to write until Miss Veronique. She taught me to write and to have that confidence to show my writing to multiple people and sing it. Yeah, and to encourage people, I would say to give it your all, to tell others that how you feel, like to I don't know how to explain it. See, again, not good with English. You have others around you. You need to show them what you're afraid of, to share your fear with them so that you won't have it all on your shoulders. And go on stage and just do it. Just do it. Get it over with, even though it's hard.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, child.
Your takeaway and what's your...
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay, okay.
Don't worry.
I
Don't worry.
started it now.
Don't worry.
Just looking out for you there, you know.
Yeah, no. Just had to think for a second. It's all right, though. Anyways, so, yes. My biggest takeaway from this program is probably
Let the girl be heard. What is wrong with y'all? Go ahead, Asia.
yes. So, my biggest takeaway is probably, yes. Probably the breathing exercises. Like, stop it. So the breathing exercises, like, if you're feeling like nervous or anxious or whatever you're feeling, to come tell me nothing. But to just, breathe and to count to 10 or do whatever you want, which will help you calm down. Oh, and memorization. Because I learned that I can memorize something in a day. Isn't that wonderful? And I know. And my memory is horrible. When I tell you horrible, I mean horrible. She don't remember nothing. But at least now I know that I can remember something. Isn't that wonderful? I know. And I'm very proud of myself. But after this day, will I still remember things? Probably not. But that's okay. We'll get there. We will get there.
So yeah, So my biggest takeaway is probably to always have your game face on, because on the inside, you aren't as confident, but you have to portray that type of face. You guys feel I was confident on that stage? I wasn't. Like my inside, I was like dying. But no, always have your game face on. You just have to do what you have to do, get it done, and get off. And everybody will be like, yeah, you do it. We know I made mistakes. Come on, don't lie to my face. But yeah, so my biggest takeaway is always have your game face on. And then, how would I, what?
You encourage others.
Oh, yeah. So how would I encourage persons
to join the program?
Right, yeah. Probably just be like, you like writing? Or you could sing. I'd be like, let me introduce you to a program that gives you the freedom of words, like just to do whatever you want.
What?
You understand? Yeah. And so, after I tell them that, I'll be like, come, I have the phone number for someone. And I'll call up Veronique, or call up Auntie Ark, and I'll be like, so I have this girl, she could sing, real sing. Or she could write, or she could dance. And then I'll be like, this is the person here. You in the back there and you in front here? But yeah. Anyways, so that's how I would encourage someone. I'll just be like, you like to do artistic things? Come under my wing. And yeah, so yeah.
My biggest takeaway is probably a little bit more emotional, more sentimental, probably. So, one of my biggest takeaways is the differences. So we did this exercise where we went through classism, ageism, racism, sexism, hetero-somethingism, right? So we went through all of that, and how it went was, if we were ever ridiculed because of our age or gender, we would minus a point or add a point. If we found it difficult to find products for our hair, minus or add this and that, right? And that really made me aware of the differences amongst all of us. That really made me aware of that. And what I learned from this is, despite the differences, there's strength in numbers. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes you'd find women fighting each other for whatever reason. And in the world that we live in, I find it's important that we stand together. And this group, you all big up you all, just big up you all, big up you all. Because the support that we have for each other, the love that we have for each other, the memories that we created, is really important. It's really strong. We have a very strong bond, and that's something that I don't find with many girl groups today, with many friend groups. I don't see that at all. You'll have a friend, she'll smile in your face. Yeah, me and you good. Whole time behind your back, she talking to the boy you like. She talking about you behind your back to people who don't like you. All kinds of it's not being real. That has happened. That happens too often. And in this group, we really have a sense of cohesion, a sense of togetherness, a sense of being, because this is really a safe space. And I thank you, ladies, and our lovely teaching artist, and Miss Akai Webster, for creating a very, very comfortable and safe space for us, for making each of us feel comfortable to let down our walls, and for helping us to find the strength to face everyone else, to be on the stage here, to share our views, opinions, to be honest about how we feel about whatever issues that matter to us. And how would I encourage people to join the program? Well, if somebody sees me Tuesday, I just say, well, yeah, you want to join on? Because the other day, I was standing up outside DQ, and three young ladies walked by. And three young ladies walked by, and the youngest of them was like, hey, this is the GirlBeHeard I was telling you about. And one of them was like, GirlBeHeard? So I was like, yeah, you should join. It's really great. You like to write? It's really great. And you get the space to be yourself. So yeah, that's how I would encourage people to join. It's a really great program.
All right, give everybody a round of applause. I think I have time for one more question. I think I saw a hand over there. Right, so I'll take one more question there, and then, okay. Where the microphone? I have plenty of people.
Good evening, ladies. Lovely ladies, I might add. All right, so I am going to be speaking on behalf of the Honorable Shampa Kojo, who regrettably was not able to make it. I know she would have been proud of you guys. Really, really proud. She got stuck in Tobago. All right, so We just want to commend you guys for the work that you all would have put out. You all are champions. You all are leaders. Yeah? So congratulations and great, great job. Minister would have been so proud to be here and to be able to witness what went down this evening. So God bless you guys really good. Thank you.
I have to add, I have to add the educator in me and the female advocate in me, to Ms. Akai Webster and your entire team. You're amazing. And just looking from curriculum to website to you wonderful products. Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension Brazil, and wherever your hands are touching, are in great hands. So I agree with Marlene on behalf of Minister. We're just extremely pleased with what we're seeing here, because unbeknownst to you, you are a leader, because you are willing to support your leader. And that's why we're all here. All leaders not here, but we are standing in unison, because that's what women do, to support each other in this time, for such a time as this. So please give yourself a round of applause.
All right, the question is, you guys was a nice group, a nice crop of Girls Be Heard. Now, the question is, would you guys be staying on to assist the next crop of ladies, and what will happen to you guys? Just, you know, that's the question. We want to know if you guys will be staying on to help the next crop of ladies.
I don't know if they will be able to answer that question, but I will be able to answer it. At GirlBeHeard and by extension, Be Entertainment, we are family. Our assistant stage manager backstage is our alumni from GirlBeHeard. You also saw some alumni up here, Deborah and Shania here perform. What would I just say? And that's what y'all we keep everybody around. Some of them will come back as mentors. Some will just be by extension in our other programs, our drama program, continuing on our poetry program, continuing our choir. So we keep everybody close by. You're not getting away. Yeah, look. Jada there from the first cohort is still here supporting. Kimberly is somewhere around. So that's what we do. We don't just have a program and then everybody scatter and disappear. We continue to mentor these young people as further teaching artists. Continue to mentor them as artists in general. And we keep them close because we understand how important further mentoring is, and then passing on the baton to other people. So I think that should answer your question, right? All right. I think somebody had a question over there, so let's just take those two quick, and then we will have our vote of thanks.
How will the participants expect to use this experience in the future? How will the participants expect to use the experience in the future?
Oh, well, I have English orals Thursday, so not poem, spoken word, but I've already started writing. But I am going to use this Thursday afternoon because I need a 10 out of 10 because I'm not going in CXC with a bad SBA grade. Horrible. Yeah. So I will be using this for Thursday and further classes if I have those. Anything else, like if I need to help my siblings with work, I'll use it to help them, even though they mightn't take it. But, you know, my advice, they can't say I didn't help them.
Okay. All right, let's take the other question one time. Somebody else had a question? In the same space? Oh, they left. Okay, okay. You have a last one? All right, so the last question here and then.
I speak very loud, but however. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. I am so excited, like it was my child was performing. And I brought my daughter with me, and I telling her, this is something that you should join. You know, where you can express yourself and stuff. And I know she writes a lot. And I see this as very, very good for young ladies. I wish it had something for young men too. But however,
Soon.
yeah.
Soon.
But I have seen this is, something a place where they can express themselves in a positive way, and that they can grow from this. It has so much a negative out here, and having something like this, it will help them so much to develop into young ladies who are very confident. Everybody don't develop at the same time, so it may take a slower, pace. But in a setting like this, by the time they truly develop into the kind of woman that they should be, is because of the time that you took, and along with your team, to mentor them and to help them to express themselves in a positive way. So congratulations to all of you all that are here. And please do continue to do a great job. And I want to know where to sign.
Okay, great. Right, so on that note, I will invite our program manager, Mrs. Akai Webster. And while she's coming, I'll just tell you all a bit more about two things that are happening. We have another show coming up on the 14th of December. It's a Christmas show. That's my face there on the flyer, and that handsome young man there by the piano. We'll be leading some really excellent people within the organization, some past alumni as well from GirlBeHeard in that show. Our choir, our drama club will be performing on that show as well. So we invite you to answer your question about signing up, we invite you to follow our pages, GirlBeHeard _TT. That's where you'll get all the information about the upcoming cohort, which is soon to start in the next, 2 months, a month and a half. So yes, and B Entertainment TT. You will find all the information about our other programs that we have relating to the arts and young people. Right, so make sure and follow those pages on Instagram and Facebook to get all of the information about our upcoming events and programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our wonderful participants. Ladies and gentlemen, GirlBeHeard 2022 Staging Revolution, Voices of the Voiceless. Girls, take a bow. We are so proud of these girls. So at this time, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, our partners, Oak Foundation, U.S. Embassy, B Entertainment, parents. Thank you so much for putting these young ladies into our care. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do what we had to do with these girls. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out here on a Tuesday evening. Tomorrow is work and school. So thank you very much. Central Bank Auditorium, thank you. Special thanks to our keyboardists, Nalma as well. I'll also like to say a special thank you to the Living Waters community. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to start a migrant program, and we are looking forward to start another migrant program within the coming, probably mid next year. We'll like to start another migrant program. So Living Waters community, thank you so much. Thank you for all. Thank you to everyone who will continue to support us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone, have a good night. Get home safely. Did I forget anyone?
The ministry.
Sorry? Ministry of Ministry of Sports and Community Development, thank you so much for being here. I mean, Minister couldn't make it, but you know what? You four ladies represented very well, so thank you so much. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
With my song you believe it, believe you can fly, climb every mountain, reach higher heights, find strength for the battles and struggles ahead. Sing my song of encouragement.